And a pint-sized author who's already endured a lifetime of changes uses her talents to help other kids cope.
First in HD, this is News 4 Tucson, live at 10.
And scenes like that illustrate the huge sacrifices that military families make, ensuring our freedom and safety.
Yeah, like moving to different places or parents being deployed all of a sudden. We have Grace Anne Remey's dad, an airman who's been deployed 7 times since her birth. It's a lifestyle that can be confusing for kids, but Grace Anne has found ways to cope, and so she's launching her own Operation Pay It Forward. Kristie's kids caught up with Grace Anne Remey at the Exchange on Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. She turned 3 the day her dad came home from his 5th deployment, an emotional reunion that inspired Grace Anne to help other kids just like her.
And she said, hey, I'll write this story so they can know what it's like to be a military kid dealing with deployments.
And right she did, completing 2 stories now about a lion family, her lion family.
I was 8 when I wrote this book and 9 when I wrote this book.
Lion's Pride, A Tale of Deployment, was the first for Grace Anne. She writes about her family's traditions that help them deal with deployment.
We get to eat 1 tiny chocolate mousse each afternoon. We do this to help us keep track of how many days until my dad comes back. I always think it's going to be a long time until he comes back home, but I realize it really is not. It's also a tasty treat.
Lion's Pride on the Move is Grace Anne's new book with tips for military kids who are often loading their lives into boxes.
You can put stickers on your boxes, so when you unpack the boxes, you can see which boxes are yours.
Word about the books is spreading in the military community. Katie Sandusky bought them. Her husband's deployed and they have a 6-year-old.
Hoping that my son will realize that the feelings are normal and get some ideas on how to handle them.
Sean Deal's dad is deploying again in May. His family bought the books because they're written by a kid for kids.
It's completely relatable. It's not just from an outside perspective. Grace is actually going through it herself.
The book reaches adults, too.
A gentleman remembers his dad deploying to Vietnam, and when he got a hold of the book, it touched his heart and made him cry.
Yeah, I got choked up. So far, so good for Grace Anne's Operation Pay It Forward. Again, what makes these books so unique is that they were written by a kid for kids, and she even did the illustrations herself. Very talented. You can buy a copy by going to her link on the Kristie's Kids page at KVOA.com. She's going to write a lot of books, I have a feeling.
We have met the world's cutest logistics expert.
Seriously,
right there, huh?
Isn't she adorable?
That's great.
Definitely. Good for you.
All right.